Colin Cowherd. Let's shift to other coaching and how important it is in the playoffs. As great as Belichick and Brady are, and many of you, myself included, think Brady is the best quarterback ever and Belichick's the best coach ever. Like most of us, you could argue, but I think most people watching the show right now or listening we would say, yeah, Belichick's the best coach in the league and Brady, he's not as talented maybe as Aaron Rodgers or Brees or Big Ben or whatever, but he is the best quarterback. That said, of their 7 Super Bowls, 6 have been decided by 4 points or less, the only exception, overtime. They beat Atlanta, so even with the best coach, even with the best quarterback all time, inches, not feet. Not yards. Inches win Super Bowls, both New England Super Bowl losses, David Tyree and Mario Manningham's catches. The defensive backs were in the right spot late in games. One was a fluke, another was just a great throw and catch by Eli and Mario Manningham. That last play by the New Orleans Saints defense, that's a rookie defensive back Marcus Williams. He feels terrible today. It was hard to explain what he was thinking. A complete and utter wife, a Patriot defensive back, a Belichick defensive back, does not make that play. We can blame the young kid. We can blame the young kid. In a moment, you've played football 15 years, just wrap him up dude, don't go for the hit. And you can crush young players. But that's coaching too. That's coaching too. New Orleans took a timeout moments before that. Don't you take that young rookie defensive back and say, guys, we know the story here, keep them out of the end zone. There are no timeouts left for the Vikings. They're not going to be able to run to the line and get a field goal. Just wrap them up. Keep them out of the end zone. That's all you've got to tell them. That's all really you've got to tell them, and they didn't tell him. Gang up, beat up, crucify that kid this morning. It's not smart, but when the Patriots beat Seattle in a Super Bowl, Malcolm Butler made the interception. He didn't do it instinctively. After the game he said, I knew what Seattle was going to do. Bill Belichick practiced it. If you call a timeout before that play, that is called coaching because the Patriots have been in 7 Super Bowls, and all 7 have been decided by an inch, not a foot and not a yard. By the way, I feel bad for Drew Brees. Once again undone by a teammate or a coach. They've had 5 defensive coordinators in 11 years. He was brilliant against the best defense in the league, arguably. Second half alone 17 of 22. Vikings knew he had to pass, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and 140 passer rating. The conversation today in America would be, oh my god, Drew Brees is amazing. Just like the conversation has so often been in the last decade, Tom Brady, we talk on Mondays, damn he's amazing. But the reason we have that conversation on Monday after Super Bowls is because of Belichick too. Because even when Tom lost Super Bowls, the players were in the right spots. David Tyree and Eli Manning just made plays. That was as much on coaching as anything else. Drew Brees this morning is robbed of 3 hours of conversation in one of the great second halves by a quarterback ever against a great defense that was allowing 12 points a game in that stadium. Tom Brady's won 5 Super Bowls. Drew has won. I can assure you if Brees had Belichick and Tom was in often dysfunctional New Orleans, those numbers would not be the same. The Saints were not only beaten, Drew Brees was robbed of a conversation.